Hey, it's Steve with Ad Machines, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the number of campaigns that we have in place to help you capture more heating replacement sales opportunities. And if you're not generating good quality sales appointments now, this campaign can really help you do that. This is a traditional heating sales search campaign. We've really narrowed down this campaign to the top 400 performing keywords, 400 keywords that have a history of generating leads. We're targeting homeowners. We're also targeting those homeowners who are looking for heating and cooling equipment. And the best part about this campaign is we're set up to only pay for the leads that we generate off of Google. So it makes it a very attractive campaign. Now, really, what makes or breaks this campaign is the ad copy. Okay, to generate good quality leads, we have to really focus and spend time on creating a killer ad. And that's what's really going to compel people to click on the ad and call you for a free in-home estimate or quote, or whatever your sales process is. So what we want to do is focus our attention here. Generally, I run this campaign 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because I have it highly targeted, and I'm not worried about the campaign bleeding budget because I have it to a restricted audience. Now, there are a number of different components that go into the sales campaign. You can quickly look and see what the ad looks like. I'm going to break it down for you here and talk to you about the 10 components that we inject here into the ad copy here at Ad Machines. We call this the ad copy formula. And we're very strategic in how we build this ad, how we put it together. And we're using all of the different features here that Google has to offer. As you notice here, this particular ad is probably about a half an inch in height, more in height compared to your competitors. Let me go ahead and walk you through that. So the first thing is the offer, right? It's very important that we have an offer. What's in it for me? So in this case, we have $800 off furnace replacement. So there are two things you want to do with the offer. Number one, it has to be compelling enough. There are a lot of ads out there, save 100, save 200, save $250. That's really not compelling enough. That's kind of a stock ad that you'll see in the market. And at the same time, you want it to be believable. You'll see a lot of ads with free labor or get a free furnace. To me, that's not a believable ad. We've run those types of ads in the past, and we still do based on the client's request, but they're not as effective as meeting in the middle and figuring out the balance between compelling and believability. So we want a good, strong, solid offer. You want to really think about a compelling offer to put forward into the marketplace, something different and unique. Next are your benefits. How will the solution impact you? And when it comes to benefits, it's really emotional. It's something that's going to deliver peace of mind. And in this case, with heating, never worry about being cold again. Right? We're not talking about features and how the equipment is highly efficient. That really doesn't matter. Never worry about being cold again, because the reason they're there to click on that ad, something happened. The heat's not working. The family was cold. They had a rough night. They may have had a few rough nights. So we want to get into the minds of the buyer and really communicate that benefit of we're the company that's going to help you never have to worry about being cold again. Next is speed, right? So speed always wins. How can we deliver speed and position that? And a lot of companies have the ability to offer emergency next day installation, right? That's a great way to deliver speed. It could be a 60-minute same day quote or something like that. So how can you inject speed into your ad copy? And in this example, we are using emergency next day installation. Next, you want a strong promise or guarantee. How can you eliminate my risk as a buyer? And in this case, we have a lifetime warranty on the equipment, right? So that's what we're going to position. Or perhaps you'll warranty the equipment, and if it were to ever break down, you would replace it free of charge in the first 10 years or something like that. So what's your compelling promise or guarantee? Most contractors are going to give a 1-year guarantee and leave you at the mercy of the manufacturer. So how can you give that peace of mind and eliminate any risk in the ad copy? And next is your call to action. And this is real simple. A lot of people miss this. What's the next step? What do I need to do? Pick up the phone, call your company, and book a quote today, right? So you don't want to miss the call to action. And if you go through Google and you type in, furnace replacement or air conditioning replacement, you're going to notice there's a lot of your competitors who miss this part of the ad copy. And the next part is trust. How do I know you will deliver on your promises? And the best way to do that is to showcase your proven, trusted reviews right out there on the internet, because people are looking at those anyway. Let's highlight them. Let's highlight the good ones and position you as the trusted advisor in the marketplace. So let's sell your trusted reviews. Now, up until this point, if you had all of these components, you have a pretty good ad. Next are some more advanced components that I like to build into the ad copy. The differentiator. The differentiator is what makes you different compared to your competitors. So if all things were equal, apples to apples, you had two quotes that were within $100 of each other, how do you stand out? What makes you a little bit different? It could be, A plus BBB rated, and these are just stock things that you could probably associate your business with. Family owned, licensed and insured, local since 1970, NATE certified technicians, national grid heating contractor. Specialized training is a big differentiator. Special insurance could be a differentiator. This has to answer the question, how are you different compared to everybody else? What's special and unique about your business? And that's something that should come pretty easy to you. Next is value. How can you add additional value? Again, if all things are equal between competitor A and yourself in a deal situation, you're within $100 of each other, and I'm trying to make a decision on who I'm going to hire to replace my furnace. What's that one extra thing you can do to build value? And in this situation, in this example, 0% financing for 72 months. I can use financing as added value. I can also use it as my direct offer, but in this situation, it's the value piece. Another value piece might be something like, we'll give you your first 3 years free of furnace maintenance. So you'll do the tune-up or the cleaning free for the first 3 years, or free filters for life. You'll see some ads that will have that based on it. So it's all based on how you want to present and sell in the home. All right. And next is the local factor. And really that comes down to the phone number on your ad, making sure that you use a local phone number, not an 800 number, and reference a city name in the ad copy. So if you're selling in Boston, make sure you have Boston's heating contractor. And we want to reference that information right in the ad. Finally, to make the ad more compelling, how can we add in urgency or scarcity? Usually there's a deadline in an ad to make it really compelling. Now that we're going through some equipment shortages with COVID, you can also advertise, hey, we only have 6 of these furnaces in stock. Act now, be the first to take advantage of this while we have them in stock. You could put a deadline on the offer. This offer is valid through December 31st. Major brands are in stock. Act now. There's all these things to create urgency in your ad copy. So that's the breakdown. That's what goes into an Ad Machine's handcrafted ad. We do that with every single campaign, but it's more important in the sales campaign. This is what the ad looks like when it's all said and done. $800 off furnace replacement. Call T-Market, book a quote. Over 800 positive reviews, and we're using the good stuff right in the headline. Never worry about being cold again. Emergency next day installation. Lifetime warranty. A plus BBB rated, family owned, licensed, insured, 0% financing for 72 months now through December 31st. There's my deadline. And then I have my other differentiators there in the Google features, the call out extensions. I have my reviews, and then I have a secondary call to actions. Apply now for 0% financing and book a free in-home quote. So I kind of repeat myself, but I'm using those features in a smart and strategic way. Now, the ad copy is only as good as the landing page. And here, that same exact ad is going to flow directly over to the landing page. And this is what a heating landing page looks like in a sales situation. So that's what I have on the search side. Up next is the heating sales display campaign. Same principles apply. Same type of, we're using the same exact ad copy here in display, except it's going to run on major network sites. The biggest difference between display and search, display is more of a two-step lead generation strategy where you're creating the interest. Search, people have an interest already and they're seeking you out. So display is actually a little bit more advanced, but what's nice about that, if you watched my previous video, with display, we can set it up in a way where you're only paying for the leads. We're running those ads on the Google Display Network. We're targeting in-market homeowners, which means these are homeowners who are actively seeking out heating and cooling equipment, and we're only paying a flat rate for those leads. And you can determine the rate that you are willing to pay based on how much volume you want. This is what the setup looks like inside of Google Ads. We're putting together our ad copy. We have our images, and again, we're running that that ad directly to the same landing page, and that's going to help us convert leads at a much higher rate by basically giving that consistent message across the board. Here's an example of the audiences we're targeting here. People who are seeking heating and cooling equipment, furnace and heating services, heating system repair, central heating installation. There are a number of different targeting options on ads. So these ads are not showing to the general public. They're just showing to people who have these characteristics. We're able to pick and choose who these ads will be distributed to. Now, how can you repurpose this furnace replacement campaign, the display campaign? Now, not only can you target people out in the market shopping for those services, but you can also use your in-house database, database of people who were kicking tires last season, open quotes not sold, open estimates not sold this season. You can remarket to existing site traffic with the same ad copy. Or perhaps you can get into your database if you've been in business for a while. You might have a database of aged equipment over 10 years old. You know who those customers are. You could put that into a campaign, just target those customers. You can cross-sell different trades. So if you're in a different trade, let's say you do plumbing and you want to put your replacement offer in front of your plumbing clients, we can do that. And if you have TV and radio traffic running right now, it's always a good idea to have a landing page that is set up to capture that traffic and will trigger a replacement campaign. So you activate the internet follows that TV and radio traffic around, and it really extends the life of your traditional media. So there you have it. That's the heating display campaign. And finally, we have the heating sales YouTube campaign, which I'm really excited about. We're having a lot of success with YouTube in the past 9 months here at Ad Machines. YouTube has come a long way, especially with YouTube TV. Same rules apply in terms of targeting. If you want to run a TV ad to somebody who's actively searching for furnace equipment or heating equipment, YouTube's the place to do it, because you can basically run a TV ad to somebody who's actively shopping around looking for a contractor. And with YouTube, it's a 30-second spot. You don't have to have a commercial. You can easily build one with just some pictures, and we do that all the time here at Ad Machines. And the spot will run for 30 seconds, and you only pay when somebody fills out a form and it becomes an opportunity with the target CPA ads. So YouTube is one of those growing channels that we're doing more and more of here as a company for our clients. We have all the targeting options, as I mentioned, to get in front of people who are actively searching for heating and cooling equipment. And the best part about it is you can run your commercials right on YouTube TV. There are lots of people cutting the cord with cable. And if you and I are watching, CBS at the same time on YouTube TV, my commercials are going to be very different than your commercials because you're going to be targeted much differently. So if you're out there shopping for a Chevy pickup truck, you're going to see Chevy commercials. If I'm shopping for, some kind of trip to Disney World for my kids, I might see Disney commercials on the stream. So it's very interesting that you can target homeowners based on their behavior on YouTube TV. At the same time, you can run the video ad on major news outlets. You can run this ad on competitors' YouTube channels, and you can remarket with YouTube as well. So as people hit your site, they come to you through, a regular search ad. When they go to YouTube, they see your ad again, playing a video, and it reminds them to take action. So there you have it. Those are 3 big campaigns to really help you sell more heating equipment this season. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us here at Ad Machines. Just go to admachines.com, request a meeting. We'll be more than happy to spend some time with you here and walk you through these campaigns in much more detail and show you how they're working for other clients. Thank you so much.